Hello everyone, welcome to this reading. This is a reading regarding what you need to know right now. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I will pick a different pile, and if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. So that being said, this is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. I'm going to give you time to pick your groups in peace. And with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if this reading resonated or if it was entertaining. Especially comment because I love reading out feedback and it's just so nice. Like, oh my God, I love y'all. But yeah, I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what you need to know right now. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I will pick a different pile, and if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. So with that being said, let's get into your reading. This column right here is going to represent what you need to hear. This column will represent what you need to know. This one will represent what you need to stop doing, and this one will represent what you need to start doing, so we can get in depth and, you know, just get a really detailed summary. So the first card we have is Wisdom. And this is, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 of Pentacles. What do you need to hear right now? I feel like some of you guys may or may not be doubting yourself or doubting the work that you put into certain things. So maybe you've done a lot of work and you're like, maybe I didn't put in enough. Maybe I did too much. Maybe I did too little. I feel like there's a sense of doubting yourself. There's maybe a sense of doubting your journey, doubting the lessons that you had to learn. You know, there's a sense of questioning yourself. And Spirit is like, why are you questioning yourself? Why are you doing that? Like, why are you acting like that? Why are you doing that? Because it's like, no, group 1, no. You guys are very, very wise. And I feel like another thing that Spirit wants you to know and hear at the moment is that you are very, very wise. Even if you don't feel this way, because I feel like with the 7 of Pentacles, you came a very, very long way. You see how this guy is just sitting on, wait, what is he sitting on? Like a bush or something? He's sitting on whatever. And, you know, you have all the Pentacles right there, and he's worked for it. He's put in the work for it. You've worked for this intellect that you have right now. Like the hardships that you went through, the lessons that you had to learn, whether it be easy or hard, you still worked for it. You still went through that. Stop doubting your journey. Stop doubting it. There's a strong sense of you guys doubting your own intelligence. Now, something that I did hear, that someone could be making you doubt this about yourself. And Spirit is like, look, this person, they don't know what they're talking about. It might be truthful to them. That's fine. But that does not apply to you. Another thing I'm hearing is that you guys are looking at other people and they are so-called farther in life than you are materially, and that's getting under your skin. But in reality, not to put these people down, but do they have the wisdom that you have now? Probably not. So yes, you might be you might feel behind in certain things, but you're way ahead when it comes down to wisdom and intellect. You guys are you guys are very, very wise. I'm getting like a very strong sense of wisdom coming through. But I feel like you guys are doubting that, or just need that extra push, like another voice to tell you, look, you are sure of yourself, or you need to be sure of yourself because you are the bomb. You know, I feel like maybe you guys are like, you just need confirmation of it, because I feel like some of you guys, like, I'm hearing delusion is like you're just questioning everything. You're probably in a phase of, is everything I know a lie? Am I lying to myself and trying to tell myself that I'm actually not this smart? I also heard that you guys need to make a decision. I heard love over heart and war. That doesn't even make any sense, but I meant mind over heart. I'm hearing mind over heart. So maybe you guys are trying to make a decision right now and you don't know. But let me tell you right now, you do know. You do know. So, okay. What do you need to know right now? 2 cards actually came out for this one. So we have Illumination, Stand Still, and the 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, okay. I already got an instant message. Oh my God, why can't I talk for this reading? What is going on? I made too many mistakes. Girl, get it together. These people need to get the message clearly, not scattered. Whew, okay. So I'm immediately picking up on the fact that you guys need to balance yourself. I feel like you guys might be in a lot of masculine energy right now, and spirit is telling you, look, sometimes you don't know all the answers, and that's fine. It's just these things will come to you when it's supposed to come to you. You know, this actually reminds me of a post that I seen on Instagram, and it was for the moon card in tarot. And basically, the person is bugging the moon to tell them the secrets, and the moon is like, look, go back to sleep, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your subconscious mind, and you're going to get the answers. Because you already have the answers with this wisdom card. You already have the answers, and I feel like you guys are trying to get things done. Like ASAP Rocky. You guys are just trying to get things done. And Spirit is like, not everything is about action. Sometimes you need to stand still. So if you don't have the answers, and I was talking about a decision, so that actually makes perfect sense. So if you need to make a decision right now, you need to sit down, declutter your thoughts, take some deep breaths, and think about it. Instead of, oh, let me go do this, let me go do that, let me go do this, while also trying to think of the answer. You can't, like, I get multitasking, but you can't do that for everything. Sometimes you actually need to sit there and meditate / contemplate. I feel like you got to give equal energy to it. So what you need to know is that, yeah, and then I looked at it and it was 414. I'm going to show you guys. Let me just cover everything. 414. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to have an epiphany or divine moment, but I don't think this is going to come towards you unless you sit there and be one with yourself. Get in tune with self, not these distractions. Because you see how everyone has their hand out? It is fine to give back, but sometimes you actually do need to go into hermit mode. You need to, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say isolate because I don't like that word, but we're just going to use it for this because I can't come up with another word right now. So just sometimes you need to isolate yourself from other people, because whether we like it or not, people come with baggage. And that interferes with your energy, because I feel like you guys could be empaths or just very, very sensitive to energy, which is technically an empath. So it's like, you know, all of these hands out, then they might not even have to be asking for anything, but you just being surrounded by people 24/7, doing things 24/7. It's like, you know, these spiritual downloads cannot download if there's too many things opening. And if there is, or if it's going to download, it's going to be very, very slow. I don't think I explained that right. But for example, you're trying to download something on your computer, right? If there's too many tabs open, it's going to take a while for that download to download. It's going to take a while. As opposed to there being nothing open and it's just the thing downloading and it has clear room to go like that. So I feel like Spirit is like, look, you need to get back in tune with your wisdom right now. Step out of masculine. Step out of your masculine energy. Like, I just feel like there's too much stuff going on in your mind right now, and I feel like I'm embodying that energy just because of the simple fact that there's so many messages coming through, and it's hard for me to even communicate that properly. So I'm gonna say sorry right now for the constant like jumping over my words, all of that, because I'm picking up on this energy of you guys thinking of so many things. This could even be you having the energy to do stuff, so now you're trying to get everything done, but it's like you only have 2 hands, but yet you're trying to act like these hands belong to you as well, and it just doesn't work that way. So what do you need to stop doing? We have power and the 5 of Swords. I feel like this is self-sabotaging your power. Now, I'm getting 2 messages from this. Not everyone is going to resonate with one of these messages because I know it might trigger some of you guys, or you just don't, But I feel like there could be a sense of walking over people or knowing that you have an advantage over people and using that to your advantage in a negative polarity, if that makes sense. So that's not going to resonate for everybody. It really isn't. For whatever reason, I'm just getting a really strong idea of the fact that there's a decision coming up for you guys, and you're going to have the ball in your court. You could have that right now. This could be a love interest, and they played with you the entire time. And now, for whatever reason, maybe they're feeling you a lot more than you're feeling them. And now, because you don't like the way they treated you, now you're doing the same thing to them. Because the ball is in your court now, because they fell in love or whatever. And Spirit is like, I get why you would want to do that, but don't do it because you're better than that. There is a really, like, I can't stress this enough because it's just literally ringing in my head up to the point where it's kind of annoying. No offense, Spirit. But I feel like there's a really big choice. And especially with this this balance scaler, I guess that's what it's called. But with that balance scale, it's like this choice will really impact your life. Even if you don't see it at first, but it's going to impact your life. Just like how, choosing certain seats in school literally impacts your life completely. So I feel like with this power card being here with the 5 of Swords, you guys have the ball in your court in some sort of way, and Spirit is asking you, do not use this against people. Don't let this negatively affect other people. If you have power, use it responsibly. That's not even a word, but just be responsible for it and with it. With this wisdom coming out. Exactly. I feel like you guys have a lot of control right now, even if you feel like you don't. I feel like you guys have a lot of control right now. Why am I hearing step on your neck? Like, you have the ability to step on people's necks right now. And Spirit is like, look, don't use that. Don't use it. Like, don't use it for that. Don't use it for bad. Do not do it. Because, it's pretty obvious karma. But another message that I'm getting with this is self-sabotaging. Because another thing that I'm also getting with this power in the 5 of Swords is the fact that you guys are not believing in yourself, and that's sabotaging your power. It's like, for example, there's a test, right? And you can actually ace that test, but you don't believe in yourself, so you don't even try. Therefore, you don't get the prize for completing that test. When in reality, you would have aced it. So you see how you just self-sabotaged yourself when you could have gotten something, but you're not getting it anymore because you didn't believe in yourself? It's like that. So I feel like Spirit is asking you, don't do that, because I do think that a lot of you guys are questioning your powers and abilities right now. Like, really heavy. But what do you need to start doing? We have diligence and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, I feel like maybe a lot of you guys are channel into your inspiration and motivation, because I feel like a lot of you guys are might have a lot of motivation now, and if you do, work on this. Because with this power, I feel like you have a lot of power right now, but because it's so strong, it might be intimidating you, so you're not using that strength to go off to the races. And it's like your ancestors gave it to you, and they're like, now go ahead and do what you do with it. But because it's so strong, you're so intimidated by it that you're now stuttering, you're now questioning yourself, like, oh my God, can I even handle this? When in reality, Spirit is like, no, go ahead, go complete your chores, go complete your goals, go. Like, I feel like that's what that is. And it's just, there's a sense of trembling. I'm kind of getting trembling. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you guys might already know this too, and I feel like this is where this pile or this column comes into play, is the fact that, yeah, okay, you might feel intimidated by it, but you have to let it grow. You have to welcome it with open arms. If you feel anxious about it, that is fine. That's fine. Don't turn your head away from it. Don't try to distract yourself from it, because it's only going to get worse. Embrace it. You got to balance this energy out, because I feel like there's a really strong energy imbalance and power imbalance. Like, you guys have a lot of power right now. Like, I literally can't even make this up. But I'm gonna get 1 or 2 more cards. Let me put this right here. Spirit, what does group 1 need to know right now? I heard I love you. Yeah, and that 4 cups kept showing. A friend misses you. A colleague, someone that you met at school, maybe someone has the same interests as you, they do miss you. So if you had a fallout with this person or whoever this is, let me tell you this right now, they do miss you. That is a confirmation right there with that 4 cups, 3 of cups, and the 3 of pentacles showing. Spirit, what does group 1 need to know right now? Oh my God, that card literally just, let's see. What is it? The Hangman in reverse. Okay, I really don't want this reading to be too long because it's already 4 minutes. So let me get some more oracle cards and then we can continue. Spirit, what does group 1 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 1 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 1 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 1 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 1 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 1 need to know right now? Okay. What is this? Wonders. I feel like some of you guys are wondering whether or not you sacrifice a lot of things for no reason. Maybe you guys are not seeing results right now. Maybe you're just like, okay, so I did this for nothing. This could also mean that a lot of you guys need to stop stalling when it comes down to your goals and your dreams. You already know what you want to do, so go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. For anything you don't know at the moment, though, I don't think that action is necessary when it comes down to this column, because I know how contradicting that message could be. You're telling me to go, but yet then you're telling me to stand still. I feel like when this comes down to answers that you want right now that you don't have, that's where I feel like you should stand still. But when it comes down to your goals, go ahead and go do it. Because there's a sense of, did I just do all this for no reason? And then there's a sense of, okay, so now should I keep going? Keep going. Keep going when it comes down to your goals and your ideas and what your heart desires. I feel like a lot of you guys might also have a fear of sacrificing stuff and it not turning out the way you want. So this could actually make sense with this pile. And if that is the case, then Spirit is asking you to get in tune with your intuition. Use your wisdom. Your wisdom is not going to fail you. Your intuition, it's never going to fail you. Never. The only way it could is if external forces interfere with which you already know. So yeah, group 1, yeah, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what you need to know right now. Before we get into this reading, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I would pick a different pile, and if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. So with that being said, let's get into your reading. This first column will represent what you need to hear right now. This one will represent what you need to know right now. This one will represent what you need to stop doing right now, and this one will represent what you need to start doing. This is stop, this is start, just in case I mixed that up. I feel like I did. But okay, we have fulfillment being your first card. And we have the High Priestess. Okay, the first thing that I'm getting is your intuition is right. You guys are very, very intuitive and very, very empathetic. You guys could be empaths, light workers, or starseeds is what immediately came to my mind. And it actually did not. I actually just said it without even thinking about it. So maybe that might resonate for a lot of you guys. So yeah, I feel like you guys are very, 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 very in touch with psychology. A lot of you guys could be psychologists or want to be a psychologist. Either way, I feel like you know a lot about the human mind and how they work, how it functions, how people act. You could be a doctor or maybe someone that investigates. I just feel like a lot of you guys are very, very intuitive, and I feel like what you need to hear right now is just that. So maybe a lot of you guys could be in the energy of questioning yourself, not really believing in yourself, or maybe you just need a reminder of the fact that you guys are very, 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 very intuitive and very why did I just hear manipulative? I don't mean it like that. So maybe you guys could be shapeshifters in a way. And what I mean by that, it's like you can, for example, personalities. You can carve your personality into anything you want at that very moment. So for example, you're neutral, but yet you can have an introverted personality when you want it, or an introverted personality when you want it. It's like I feel like you fit in with everybody, and even if you don't necessarily fit in with everybody, you can do that just because of the fact that I feel like you guys can imprint energy onto you, which is why I'm getting the feeling that you guys are very, very empathetic. You guys definitely have psychic ability. So if you don't feel like that, you might want to explore that. So sometimes if you hear ringing in your ear, sometimes if you get that gut feeling on I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that, or maybe I shouldn't go today, you're very, very intuitive, and I feel like you pick up on energy very, very well, and you can read it very, very well. And why do I keep saying very, very, very? I feel like a lot of you guys are extroverted or talk a lot, and if you guys don't talk a lot, then you guys just can talk a lot, because I feel like a lot of you guys know a lot with this High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about knowing. She's kind of like the oracle, and she's about intuition. So I feel like maybe right now you need to call on your intuition to receive the fulfillment that you want in life, or the fulfillment that you need. I feel like you guys could be missing a part of you, or feel like you've been missing a part of you, and I feel like this is it's self validation. You guys don't give yourself validation. Maybe you seek it out from other people. If that's not the case, then don't take that. But I feel like you don't give yourself the credit. You don't give yourself the credit enough, and I feel like that's something that you need. Like, you need that. I just heard inner child, so maybe you've seen a lot of people be boastful, you've seen a lot of people brag, and you vowed to yourself to never turn out that way, and now that has turned you into someone that never gives yourself the credit, when in reality it shouldn't be like that. That got deep for no reason, so let's just get into the next one. What do you need to know right now? Healing chaos. And 10 of Cups. Some of you guys could be having family issues or friendship issues at the moment, and if that is not the case, then okay. But I feel like what you need to know right now is, you know what, because I've seen the cards already. So I already know what you guys are doing. So I feel like, do I want to flip this over or just start out individually? Because this ties into this so much. I'm going to flip them over because they tie into it so much. Okay. Guys, group 2, I feel like now starting off with this healing chaos and the 10 of Cups. Yeah, and that's so crazy because I didn't get this at first. I got this part, but not this one. I feel like a lot of you guys need to work on inner childhood wounds, because there's a sense, now going into this, you guys chase love or you guys chase validation. If this doesn't resonate for you, then I just really don't think this is your pile, because I'm getting this very, very strongly. You guys crave that. So maybe when you were younger, you didn't get the emotional support that you needed as a child. So now when you're growing up, you probably blame it on yourself. You have self-worth issues, and now you go out into the world looking for that. Or I'm hearing not wanting yourself to be a burden. Either way, what do you need to know right now? You need to heal this, because I feel like you keep running into the same people. I'm not trying to make this a love reading, but we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and it's crazy because before I even got these cards, when I was shuffling this one, I was already hearing stop chasing love. You guys, I feel that you're gonna keep running into the same situations, problems, people unless you learn your lesson. And well, not learn your lesson, but until you heal yourself, because you're attracting people that like the broken version of you, and the broken version of you is not you. You're your higher self. You just need to transcend into that. So the fact that you're more than likely embodying your problems and your wounds, that is what you're attracting, people that like that aspect of you. But like I said, that is not you. So now you find yourself in a relationship or friends with people or in a setting where that doesn't really relate to you. It just relates to your trauma. It doesn't relate to you. So you might find yourself not really connecting with them, except for liking the validation that they give you, liking the fact that they listen to your problems. But that does not mean that you guys have anything in common. It doesn't mean that. So I feel like what you need to know is that I feel like a lot of you guys are going through repetitive loops and repetitive patterns. That could be a person, friendships, relationships, jobs, the way people treat you in general, whatever it is. And I feel like this is not going to stop until you heal this. And I feel like this has a lot to do with your home, especially because it's the 10 of Cups being here. And the 10 of Cups, you see the children and the parents here. I feel like a lot of you guys wanted this as a child. If you did have that, then maybe it could literally just be bullying. You know, it doesn't have to always be home trauma. It could be going to school and getting bullied, and now all you do is criticize yourself. All you do is people please because you don't want to seem like a burden to other people. Maybe you had to go through a lot of things alone. I'm getting a lot of messages. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are very experienced in psychology. I was saying that from the beginning because of the simple fact that you went through a lot of stuff that you were not supposed to go through at the age that you went through. The age that you went through it with, if that makes sense. So I feel like Spirit is like, look, I don't want this to keep happening to you, but, oh, I'm sorry. Why do I feel like I'm about to cry for y'all? But it's like, Spirit is like, I don't want this to keep happening to you, but I can't do anything until you heal these wounds, because that's the energy you're embodying, and that's the energy people are being attracted to. I can't do nothing about that. The only thing I can do is push you into wanting to heal. Have these tower moments. And it's crazy because when I was shuffling your cards, the tower kept becoming your bottom deck energy and falling out. So it's like, Spirit is like, and is the judgment under this? Exactly. Spirit is like, look, I can only keep creating these tower moments in your life, hoping that you'll change and see the pattern, but I can't do nothing about it. Now with this trust and the Ace of Cups being in reverse, when it comes down to what you should stop doing, stop Because the Ace of Cups in reverse is about wasted emotion, emptiness. And it's crazy because I was saying that with this card. This could maybe feel like, maybe you guys feel like you lack love, you lack empathy. Maybe you don't relate to what I said. You guys are very empathetic. Maybe you guys feel that you can be very empathetic, but you cannot be empathetic towards yourself. It's almost as if, I just got this twisted like type thing where you'll only accept love from everyone else except yourself. And you'll only give love to everyone else except for yourself. I don't know if you guys feel like you're not worthy of it or you just don't know how to do it. Either way, I feel like what you need to stop doing is trusting in empty cups that are trying to oppose itself to you or present itself to you as if it's full when it's not. A lot of you guys could, I'm hearing trauma dumping. I'm not saying I'll do this, but I feel like you guys create a lot of bonds with people through trauma. Not because you love each other, not because you care for this person, not because there's chemistry, no, because there's trauma dumping there. So maybe that's another thing. You're looking around, you're seeing the people that are around you, and it's like, I don't really relate to these people, and it's making you depressed, or it's making you feel a certain way, it's making you feel empty. It's like, now it's feeling alone in a crowded room, that type of thing. In reality, it's not that anyone's doing anything wrong or you're doing anything wrong, it's that you guys built a connection off of trauma. Now, you can actually have a lot of things in common with this person, but the foundation is not very stable, which in turn a tower moment will be caused. Now, this doesn't have to do with other people. It could be towards yourself. Either way, I just feel like what you need to stop doing is I heard stop trusting people so easily, to be honest. Because I just feel like you guys are very, very vulnerable. And I'm not saying, oh, you're stupid, you're naive. No, that's not the case. Because I feel like you guys are very intelligent. And you guys know a lot about psychology. I cannot stress that enough. You guys are very, very intelligent. And I really can't express that enough. But your inner child is what like, you guys could be like, how am I this smart, but yeah, I keep falling for these people's lies. That's your inner child, because your inner child is not healed, or it's not being recognized. So it's hard for you to differentiate what is real and what's fake when it comes down to love, because you never even received it or was open enough to receive it, if that makes sense. Now what you should start doing. We have the 3 of Wands and a standstill. I feel like sometimes you guys can distract yourself from certain things, or maybe you do meditate and maybe you do submerge yourself into it. Either way, I do feel like a lot of you guys need to stop and think before you go ahead and do something. I'm not saying that you don't do that now, but maybe you need to do that more, especially when it comes down to other people, because I'm just getting the fact that this is other people we're talking about. That, like, I feel, I don't want to, oh my God. But with this 3 of Wands and a standstill, I feel like in order to expand, you have to stand still. You have to take time to analyze things before going ahead and doing it. Yeah. I feel like there's something that's wanting to show itself towards you, but because you keep moving too fast, because you keep getting things done like this and that, you can't even see the details. You're too busy trying to be efficient. You're too busy trying to be, what is that word? Not trendy. What is that word? Savvy or whatever. When in reality, sometimes it's okay to take your old man, old granny type time, because you can't even see the big picture because you're too busy scanning things, you know. For example, someone like you're a cash register or those checkout people at Walmart or something, and it's like you're trying to scan super fast and get the job done, when in reality you didn't even know the bag was open and now it's spilling everywhere because you were trying to get things done. You weren't able to take the time to look at it because you were going too fast. That doesn't really make sense. Well, I hope it does, and I hope you guys understand it. But what I'm basically trying to say is that sometimes you guys need to stop and look at the situation before assuming, making accusations, going towards something, you know, all of that. So let's get some more. Spirit, what does group 2 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 2 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 2 need to know right now? Dang, that fell. I did not mean for that to fall. Why am I hearing Elmo's World? La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's World. That makes so much sense with this childhood womb type thing. Did you guys know that that's why I'm focused on inner child a lot more, because I actually seen this TikTok and the dad was watching cartoons because that's what he wanted to do as a child. So now he's not necessarily watching the cartoons as an adult, it's his inner child doing that, if that makes sense. So it's like your inner child and the way you've been brought up actually affects you a lot more than you think it does. The spirit, what does group 2 need to know right now? I heard I love you, or you need to know that you're loved. I don't know. Trigger warning, guys, but I don't know if you guys are going through depression or just feeling extra lost today. Why am I hearing bombs on Monday? I don't know. Waiting for the news. Together, an explosion, any moment. Waiting for the news. I think that's about a family. Yeah. Yep. This is kind of sad. And I didn't want to make this reading deep, but it's like, if this didn't resonate for you, then this is definitely just not your pile, because I'm getting these inner child things like really, really heavy. So if it didn't resonate, then just like, if you guys have trouble picking a pile, then use the random number generator. Yeah. Because that's what I use, and it never fails to give me an accurate reading. The spirit, what does group 2 need to hear? Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Sometimes, yeah, I'm really not surprised the moon is here. I'm really not surprised the moon is here. And then we have Death and 4 of Cups. So if you had a fallout with a lot of people and you're just wondering like, why wasn't I enough? Why wasn't I this? Why wasn't I that? Spirit is saying it's as simple as they just don't need to be around you. It doesn't matter if you guys connected however much you guys did. Sometimes people come into your life to teach you a lesson. Sometimes people come into your life to show you what love is. Sometimes people come into your life to show you how grimy people are. At the end of the day, it's still a lesson. It has nothing to do with your worth. So I don't know if you guys are going through a breakup at the moment, which is probably why I was saying chasing love. So maybe you guys are looking for a rebound, and spirit is like, no, you need to love yourself. And it's as simple as sometimes things are just not meant to be in your life. They're literally not. I feel like another thing spirit wants you to know is that your spirit guides and your ancestors and God is around you, with this white feather being here, because that could represent angels and stuff being around you and all of that. So I just heard wash your face, guys. Take care of yourself. A lot of you guys might been slacking on it because you've been feeling bad, and that's fine. But I'm just hearing spirit saying, get out of your bed, order some body butter, take a shower, take a bubble bath, then put it on you, get some satin sheets, lay down, watch a movie, just pamper yourself. You deserve it. I feel like a lot of you guys work hard and don't give yourself anything back because you feel like you don't deserve it, or you feel like work. Like, no, life is not all about work. Because if it was, no, a lot of us would not enjoy life the way we do. So, so with this 5 of Pentacles as well, the other thing I'm getting is that some of you guys need to leave a lot of things behind, and it's just as simple as that. The answer is no. Spirit is saying, okay, if you're asking a question right now, maybe the answer is no to that. But if you're questioning whether or not you should cut that person off, do you need to cut that person off? Be honest with yourself. And if it's a yes, then cut them off. It's just as simple as that. It doesn't matter if you guys had good moments together. Do not take it into consideration. Don't, because that is now the catalyst to why you're now still dealing with the toxic behavior from them, because you're too busy thinking about the good times you have with them. No, it doesn't work that way. If you've been giving them chances, then fine, okay? But if they've gotten too many, you got to cut them off, and it's literally that simple. It's no longer complicated, because at the end of the day, they're doing more harm than good. So the answer is cut them off. No, nothing else. So yeah, group 2, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 4, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what do you need to know right now. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I will pick a different pile. And if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and it always helps me. So that being said, let's get into your reading. This first column will represent what do you need to hear. This one will represent what you need to know. This one will represent what you need to stop doing. And this will represent what you need to start doing. So that being said, let's get into it. We have wisdom, I heard travel for whatever reason. And Ace of Wands. Okay, so I feel like if you guys have no motivation right now, or just no inspiration to do anything or to make any moves towards your goals or just things in general, I feel like Spirit is asking you to channel onto your wisdom. Use your wisdom as a catalyst to make moves, because I feel like a lot of you guys are very, very smart and analytical. I'm also getting a very feminine energy, even though, you know, analytics, you know, all of that has stuff to do with masculine energy, but for whatever reason I'm getting masculine and feminine energy. But I feel like you guys know how to balance it, or Spirit might be asking you to balance these things. Either way, I feel like Spirit is saying that maybe if you have no inspiration or the things that you know right now, work on them. Try to improve that, further that. If you have nothing to do, if you have nothing you feel like you need to work for or whatever, then your wisdom, expand on that, create something out of that. You know, I feel like Spirit is just asking you, what you need to hear right now is that channeling it onto your creative abilities, because I feel like a lot of you guys do have those traits and a lot of creative talents and all of that, even if it's not the typical, oh, singing, drawing, you know, dancing. It doesn't have to be that. It could be the way you express yourself, the way you articulate your sentences, because that is a talent. If you can, you know, like people that are just so good with words, that is a talent. No one can convince me otherwise. It's something very creative, speech, all of that. So if I feel like Spirit is wanting you to know that you guys are very, very creative, and I feel like a lot of you guys inspire a lot of people. This is something that's just really coming to me right now, is the fact that it's like, it's one of those stories where you don't necessarily see your worth, but everyone else does, and like secretly they're all wishing they were you. It's kind of something like that. I feel like you guys inspire a lot of people to work towards your goals. But what do you need to know? We have Simplicity and Six of Swords. Okay, so some of you guys need to be moving on from something. Some of you guys need to start transitioning into another phase or period of your life, and I feel like Spirit is telling you it's that simple. Just go for it. If you guys are making excuses for people, or making or coming up with excuses to keep certain people in your life or to continue with certain traits because it's comfortable, Spirit is asking you and telling you, no, it's time to move on. So it's like, if you guys are not motivated, or you guys are not finding any inspiration anywhere, you're just not feeling inspired, more than likely is because of the fact that you guys are stalling, because there's a big transformation wanting to happen in your life, but I feel like there's some sort of resistance towards this. That's not going to resonate for everybody, but it could even be as simple as picking up a new hobby. You're interested in it, but for whatever reason you stall when it comes down to learning it. You stall when it comes down to acting on it. It could be a person. You know you got to let this person go, but you stall when it comes down to actually cutting them off and moving on from it. And I feel like Spirit is like, it's as simple as, it's time to move on. It's time to pack your things and go. Because I'm also hearing nostalgic, and I was hearing that from the very beginning, before I even started this video. I was hearing that. I'm hearing a lot of you guys might have to travel a lot, and maybe that's what you're comfortable with or whatever. But for whatever reason, I'm hearing it's one of those things where because you traveled a lot, you might do that now, or this could mean that you don't like to move around a lot. You like to settle down, you like to stay in one spot, you like to be comfortable, and like one of those, like this is just one of those instances where you cannot do that. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to know that it is time to move on, and it's literally as simple as that. Now, what you need to stop doing, we have Leadership and the Magician. Okay, the Magician and Leadership actually tie in perfectly together. Okay, so maybe, this is, I'm getting too much of this from this. One being the fact that sometimes other people need to be in control. You can't be in control every step of the way. And it's important for a leader to get a break sometimes as well. Like, this is not one of those games or those movies where the leader can't get a break. All they got to do is work. They got to sacrifice themselves for other people, where they got to, they can never get sleep. It's not, no, this is real life here. And let me tell you, if you don't get any sleep, health problems are coming towards you. This is not a game. This is not real life. Not me saying this is not real life. This is not a game, and this is not a TV show. You need the rest. Sometimes other people need to take control. But another thing I'm hearing is also not allowing people to take control of you. This is gonna resonate separately. or differently for everyone, because I feel like it's the opposite for one side and it's the opposite for the other. For some of you guys, it's you guys need to be in control. For the other, it's you guys need to stop always wanting control. Either way, I feel like spirit is also asking you to give them the torch, give them the wand. They got it. Sometimes you actually do need to sit down and rest with the simplicity and the Six of Swords. I feel like sometimes you need to stop thinking that you got to be on high alert every single time, every single second of the day. No, it's not healthy, and that's not what you have to do, and that's not what life is about. Sometimes you got to trust in the divine. Sometimes you got to trust in other people. And if you don't want to trust in other people, at least trust into the divine. This could also be about a specific phase in your life where you're feeling maybe stuck, or things are just being very stagnant. And it's crazy because it usually gets extremely quiet and extremely still right before a gigantic storm appears. And I feel like this is what this is right now. And you're just like, why am I feeling so stuck? Why am I feeling so stagnant? What is going on? And I feel like spirit is like, look, you just give me the steering wheel. Like, why did it make me laugh? It's just like, just give me the steering wheel. Come on now. Like, I know you want to break. Just give me the steering wheel. Just trust in me. I got this. I'm not going to fail you. So I'm kind of getting that energy. And it's like, you guys should avoid trying to put the world on your shoulders. Because it's like, you can't do it. You're a human. It's as simple as that. I feel like a lot of you guys have a savior complex. And spirit is just like, look, that's my job, if anything, not yours. Chillax, sit back. Oh my God. Why am I in such a silly goofy mood? But okay, what you should start doing. We have delight. Yeah, this makes perfect sense, right? And then we have the Five of Swords. I feel like you guys need to be stingy with your happiness. You guys need to stop self-sabotaging yourself, because I feel like you're the type to have the time and free schedule to do what you want. Like, you have the time to finally do what you want. Your schedule's finally free. And you will really sit there and look and scan for more work to do. Or you'll just start overthinking, or just, generate some more mental energy, when in reality, it's time for you to sit down and unwind. And spirit is just like, look at group 3. I gave them this time to relax, and look at them still trying to work. I feel like a lot of you guys are workaholics, or even if you're not physically being a workaholic, it could just be mental energy that you keep conjuring up. And when in reality, right now is a time to just meditate, be calm, be at peace with yourself. But yet you'll sit there and self-sabotage it and be like, I got more things to do. In reality, it's like, come on now. You were supposed to get a break. Another thing is, I'm hearing that you need to keep your, why did I just hear that? Maybe some of you guys need to keep your business to yourself. If you guys are planning on making any moves, you might want to keep that to yourself until you actually make the move. That way no one can interfere with it. Another thing that I'm getting, like I said from the beginning, keep your happiness and your delight, be stingy with it. Be very stingy with it, because I feel like a lot of you guys could tend to allow people to ruin your happiness. It's like, you could be doing fine, and then now you check up on everyone knowing that these people are going to vent, because they vent 24/7, and you're just like, I'm in a good mood, I'm going to help everybody else, and now this person vents, and now you're drained of energy. That wasn't what it was supposed to be like. That's not what was supposed to happen. So I feel like you guys need to be very, very stingy and careful with your energy, because of the simple fact that I feel like a lot of you guys are the magician, and the magician cannot have fools around them. They cannot have energy vampires around them, because how are they supposed to perform their magic tricks? Exactly. So let's get some more cards. Spirit, what is group 3? You need to know right now. Spirit, what is group 3? You need to know right now. Spirit, what does group 3 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 3 need to know right now? Okay. We have abundance. And then the King of Wands just showed. I'm not going to take it out, but the King of Wands just showed. Spirit, what does group 3 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 3 need to know right now? Okay, what is this? 3 of Cups. Okay. So a lot of you guys could also be definitely okay. Yeah. How come I didn't get this message before? But with this Five of Swords into the light, maybe you guys are isolating yourselves from people, and in reality, you're doing this, and it's taking away from the happiness that you can gain. But this is all subjective because maybe you guys need to just surround yourself with people of higher vibrations. Compared against the people that you're around right now. So with this abundance in the Three of Cups, I feel like a lot of friendships and a lot of community type stuff will be coming and entering into your life. But like with the Six of Swords peaking, it's just peeking at me. Like I feel like you have to leave some stuff behind in order for this abundance to come into your life. It's almost as if Spirit wants to give it to you, but it's like it can't because you're too busy holding on to things that should remain in the past. So you have no room to pick up the gift that Spirit wants to give you, if that makes sense. You have no room to take it or receive it because you have too much stuff in your hand that's supposed to remain in the past. And Spirit is like, I want to give this to you, but it's like, I can't. Your hands are full. So I feel like, yeah, and this Two of Swords being here, I feel like a lot of you guys need to make a decision. Maybe this could be on whether or not you want to stay friends with this person. Exactly. Right, I broke the deck and the Eight of Cups came out and the High Priestess is under that. So that just shows me you already know the answer to this. And then we have Justice being under it. So maybe these people did you wrong and you're just like, well, what now? And it's like part of you already knows. It's like once you leave their energy field, that's when the karma is going to set in, because I feel like you're the ones that are protecting these people from it. In reality, Spirit is just like, look, you cannot feel sorry for these people anymore because they don't feel sorry for you. They don't put in the same effort and energy that you put in when it comes towards them. So Spirit is just like, look, I'm already running out of patience. Are you coming or going? Because I want to go. I don't even want to watch this. But yeah, this one compared to other ones were pretty short, but I feel like this is not even something that you don't know. I just feel like it's a reminder. I hit my mic, so I'm sorry if it made a loud noise. But I feel like this is a reminder for some of you guys, and you guys already know this, so it's not going to be as long as the other ones. But group 3, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 4, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what you need to know right now. Before we get into this reading, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I would pick a different pile, and if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and it always helps me. So with that being said, let's get into your reading. This column will represent what you need to hear right now. This one will represent what you need to know right now. This one will represent what you need to stop doing, and this one will represent what you need to start doing. Now, I already seen the cards, so I'm gonna flip every one of them at the same time, which is crazy because I did not do that for any other group. So we have Adventures and the Ace of Wands. We have Release, and then Three of Swords. We have Love, the Knight of Swords, Fulfillment, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, no. 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Why didn't I know that? Okay, so I already get the bigger picture, but starting off with the Adventures and the Ace of Wands. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna get into it. I feel like a lot of you guys have went through a heartbreak. You guys have recently went through a heartbreak, and I feel like Spirit right now wants to tell you, and what you need to hear is that go on an adventure, do something that you haven't done before. This is the time to start, doing impulsive things, not things that are too impulsive up to the point where it could possibly put you in a really negative situation, but get up and get your nails done. Go to a dinner. Go out of state. Go on a vacation. Do anything. Maybe if you don't want to spend any money by doing it, draw, read, watch a movie, paint. I'm definitely getting paint because for whatever reason, this looks like a brush to me. So definitely paint. Express yourself, because I feel like maybe a lot of you guys are having trouble expressing the way you feel, and that might actually turn into the fact that you cannot. The lack of expression when it comes down to your emotions, I feel like it's turning into guilt, regret, depression, toxic traits, because I feel like with this Knight of Swords and the Love, you guys are probably looking for a rebound. And if that is not it, then you're probably looking outside of yourself for love. So starting off with what you need to hear right now, go ahead and do something. If you don't feel like getting up out of bed, force yourself. And I'm not even the one to say that. I'm more so the one to be like, it's okay to not feel like you want to do anything. take as much time as you need, but I strongly feel like right now is a time where you need to get up and do something impulsive. You don't feel like getting out of bed, then just hurry up and take the covers off you and get up. Don't even think about it, just do it. And then once you do that, wash your face, brush your teeth, go ahead and eat whatever you want. You know, go outside, go for a jog. I'm here and do something you haven't done before. Channeling onto your creativity, because I feel like a lot of you guys are very creative, and you guys are like, for whatever reason, it's just like I'm seeing like a swirl going on in your mind, and it's like, why am I hearing spidey sense? I don't know what it is, but I feel like a lot of you guys are very psychic or just very, very talented in a lot of things. Not just one thing, but a lot of things. And I feel like Spirit is like, here, you have a whole bunch of stuff to choose from. Go ahead and do it and pursue it. You have a lot of things to do. Go ahead and do it. I know you don't feel like doing it, but go ahead. Because you know what's so funny? So funny, because when I pulled out this role, what I heard was incoming union of a high level soulmate, or you're coming into union with your truest self and a high level soulmate. But I feel like you coming into union with your truest self is going to happen first, and I feel like it's necessary for that to happen before meeting your high level soulmate. And I feel like on one of these adventures, you're going to meet them. You're going to meet them. I feel like you're going to meet this person, or maybe meet the side of yourself in an environment that might not be comfortable at first, but then you start to realize, like, no, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. So say, for example, you book a vacation impulsively because of whatever this is. You go to the state and it's like, wait a minute, I like this state way more than I like the others. And at first it's kind of, you know, it's unfamiliar because you haven't been there before. You probably don't even know the language, whatever the case may be. But it's like the longer you stay there, the more technical difficulties. It ran out of space, so I gotta say all that over. But I'm basically saying that the more you stay there, the more it actually feels like home. This could actually just be a hobby. Maybe you go golfing. It's like, obviously, like, you're like, I would never want to go golfing, but now that you go, it's like, hold on, wait a minute, I'm actually good at this, or you're actually having fun. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm actually good at this, you know? Just indulge in your creativity, you know, just try new things, because you never know, you might like it. Now going down towards what you need to know. You need to release this pain and this hurt, because I feel like a lot of you guys have went through a betrayal recently, or if it wasn't recently, you're just acknowledging the fact that you've had to go through a lot, and you're looking at the reality of things, and it's cold. It's cold, it's harsh, you don't like it, and it's just ruthless towards you. And it's like, it's causing your heart to re-hurt. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like this is something that has happened in the past, or that has been happening your whole life, and you're just becoming aware of it, or this has happened recently. And I feel like Spirit is like, it's okay to feel this emotions, feel it, indulge in it, but then release it after that. Don't stay stuck in it, because that is not who you are. So I feel like that's pretty cutthroat. I mean, the Three of Swords with release, I mean, it's pretty much saying to release this emotional baggage that people have put on you, because you didn't put this on yourself. You didn't put it on yourself. You didn't do anything. So I feel like I just came to realization, and I feel like that's what you guys are doing too. You're just like, I have been messed over so many times, and my intentions were pure. Or I had to suffer from this my entire life, and this is not what I asked for. This is not what I asked for when I asked for life. This is not what I asked for. But I feel like Spirit is just asking to release this, because once you do, because like I said, when I was what is the word? Shuffling this pile, or this column right here, I was, like I said, I was hearing incoming soulmate, and I don't know if I caught that on the video, but I was basically saying that I feel like you're going to be coming into union with your truest self, but I feel like that's going to happen first, or it's going to have to happen first in order for you to come into union with your high level soulmate, because I feel like that's what's going to happen. You're going to probably meet that person doing whatever this is, whatever adventure you're on, whatever, you know, you're probably going to meet that person there. Or if not, you're just going to be meeting this person while you're about to heal, or why can't I talk? You're going to probably meet this person during this, or when you're about to heal, or during your healing process, or when you're done with your healing process, whatever the case may be. Now with this, what you should stop doing, we have love and the Knight of Swords. Stop looking for love. It's as simple as that. Stop overextending yourself in order to be loved. I feel like a lot of you guys might have an issue with not wanting to come off as a burden, and that is burdening yourself. That is burdening yourself. You not wanting to be a burden to people is burdening yourself, because now you're trying to act a certain way because you don't want to make it seem like you're needy or whatever. And it's like, you're literally putting yourself in a box that's constantly getting smaller. So stop overextending yourself. Stop trying to prove to people that you're worthy. Because I feel like a lot of people have made you feel like you were unworthy of love, unworthy of validation, unworthy of acceptance. So you now do outlandish things to become accepted. And it's like, that's not true acceptance, because they're not accepting you. They're accepting this person that you're trying to be in order to be accepted, if that makes sense. So I feel like Spirit has asked you, stop looking or you can look, but stop overextending yourself or being someone you're not in order to receive love, because that's not love. That, or what if this person or if these people eventually start loving you, they're falling in love with the version of you that is covered in facades. They're not actually loving you, and that's probably worse than someone not loving your truest self, because it's like now you're stuck with the feeling of, well, now I have to act this way, and if I stop, they're not going to love me anymore. If any of that makes sense. The bottom line, I feel like, with this Knight of Swords and the love, is stop overextending yourself for it. It's going to find you. It is going to find you. This is going to resonate for only a small amount of you, but if some of you guys are looking for a rebound because of the simple fact that you went through a breakup, well, not the simple fact, because that's a really big, you know, but if you're looking for a rebound, maybe you might not want to do that. But I'm not going to judge. You do what you want. But we have the Eight of Pentacles and fulfillment on what you should start doing. Maybe that is working on your craft, working on a study. That's going to fulfill you. I feel like a lot of you guys are focusing on other people, and it's slowly draining you. I feel like you do not focus on self. You don't. I don't really feel like you do. Maybe you're aware of the fact that you need to do it, but I don't think that you guys actually do it. I feel that Spirit is asking you to self-indulge in bettering yourself. Self-indulge in things that make you feel happy. Make things that make you feel fulfilled. Not other people. It's like, yeah, there's just a really big sense of you bettering yourself. You doing stuff that you love to do. You doing stuff that help you excel. Yeah, I mean, that message is also pretty much simple, so I don't have to elaborate on that either. So I'm gonna just get more cards. And then we have the Star and focus. Wow, your bottom neck energy is the Star. I'm keeping that out. Yeah, your bottom neck energy is the Star. And guess what? We have focus. Focus on healing. Yup. Focus on healing. That is the biggest message out of this. The Star is about healing, about recovery. The Star is after the Tower. The Tower is like destruction, heartbreak, whatever. The Star is after that. It's healing that. Focus on healing. It cannot get any more obvious than that. Focus on healing. A lot of you guys need to focus on healing. Release all of this heartbreak. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I know. But it's going to be worth it when you're now embodying the god or goddess that you are. King or queen. Empress or emperor. Spirit, what does group 4 need to know right now? I'm hearing Spirit say, you're the bomb. Like, girl or dude, like, come on. Like, indulge. It's okay to be a bit cocky sometimes. What? Oh my God, I can't. Inner peace. I literally cannot make this up. I can't even make this up. That's crazy. Let's get another card from Tarot. Spirit, what does group 4 need to know right now? Level up. If you truly, okay guys, let me put you on. If you guys truly want to get revenge is never, like, people shouldn't get revenge, but I already know it's kind of hard not to want revenge, especially if you had nothing but good intentions and, you know, all people did was take advantage of you. It's like, I'm gonna make these people pay. I don't care what y'all talking about. But if you truly want revenge, better yourself. That's revenge itself. Better yourself. You don't have to go and hurt nobody, hurt no one's feelings, no, none of that. Just better yourself. And they're gonna see what they missed out on, and that's gonna be more than enough revenge. So let's get some more cards. Spirit, what does group 4 need to know right now? I keep almost calling out group 3, so maybe I need to watch group 3 or group 1 is kind of what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing that this is literally a collective reading at the same time, so maybe everyone is going to resonate for each group. Like, everyone's going to resonate to each group. So, Spirit, what does group 4 need to know right now? Spirit, what does group 4 need to know right now? Love yourself. Why did I just hear ain't making it past 21? I don't know if you guys feel like that, but stop thinking that. Stop affirming that. Stop burning that into your subconscious mind. Spirit. What does group 4 need to know right now? Patience. Patience is what I'm hearing. Spirit. I feel like you got... Okay, what is this? The 7 of Cups. Yeah, your journey... I mean, a healing journey is never straightforward. It's never linear. It's literally a whole bunch of squiggly lines eventually adding up to one destination. Because at one moment, you could feel like you're fine and you've recovered from everything. The next moment, you're breaking down. And I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to understand that... Oh, this is low battery mode. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to understand that... Okay, hold on. I feel like a lot of you guys are already in the process of trying to better yourself. You're already in the process of self-healing, even if this is unintentional. But I feel like a lot of you guys might be going through a lot of emotional breakdowns, mood swings, you know, just all of that. And I feel like Spirit is letting you know, like, look, you're just subconsciously or unintentionally addressing the baggage and emotional trauma that you guys had. Another thing I'm getting with this is Spirit wants you to know that healing is not easy, and it's not gonna happen overnight. It's a long process. It's a long, confusing process. And I feel like Spirit wants you to know that these times where you feel good, but then you feel horrible, it's fine. That's fine. And that's how it's going to be. Don't feel like you're doing anything wrong. Don't think that you're doing anything crazy, because that's not what it is. I feel like maybe a lot of you guys might be comparing your self-love journey to other people, and that's just not what you're supposed to be doing. But I'm trying to like move this because it says low battery mode. I'm trying to close it, but it's not closing. But yeah, oh my god, but yeah, group 4, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.